Okay, so for a scratch art, we have our print off. Bring me your picture over there, or your board, scratch board. And we have the scratch board. What we will do is we will attach this to the front of the scratch board. Scratch board is really just thick paper with black ink stuck to it. Okay. If you're working at home, you need to find a black and white image. We have to print it off, and we're going to put it on the paper. Now we're going to tape it on there, kind of like a hinge. Just line it up on the top. This isn't permanent. We just need to temporarily hold it in place.
I just did the corner of this little piece down here, so.
Now what you'll do is you'll trace over the top. It'll just barely show up underneath here. So I'm going to give you an example of that. If I go carefully around this object, I don't know how hard I have to press, so I'm going to have to take a look here and see if it's showing up. Trace the two little circles. Can you hold that and kind of see where it is with the light? Just barely, right? Sometimes it doesn't show up at all. You got to press a little harder. You don't want to press really hard because it might be hard to get the ink off in an area you press really hard. So you're going to go around all the shapes that you think you need. Like a little speck like this, maybe you don't need to draw that. But all the major shapes, the pages in the book, whatever you're going to need so that you know what to scratch. When you're done tracing, you'll take this paper off and you'll set it on the side, like over here. And now you're going to be looking at it while you're scratching. So you remember, oh, that means it's supposed to be white, but I got to leave that black circle in the middle. When you scratch it off, you can't put it back on. Now there's two different tools. Taylor, can you bring me your tools real quick while I'm recording this? So there's two different types of tools. We have a rounded tool that has a round edge, and then one that has a flat edge. The rounded edge is for larger areas. If I have a large area of white, you use that curved edge, and you just can gently scrape off the ink. The other one with the flat edge, actually you're just using the tip. That's designed for making tiny little details on your picture. You can see the difference. One does tiny little scratches, and the other one is designed for scraping off bigger areas. You don't want to scratch so hard that you're snagging the bottom. There's actually a thin layer of plastic on top of that paper, which the ink is stuck to.